So it starts with Mortarion, the Death Lord. Mortarion is the master of the Death Guard and the demon Primarch of Nurgle. He is the dread liberator of Barbarous and the Pale King. He has crushed his enemies for 10,000 years, and his shadows loom large over the galaxy. Mortarion is fear, death, and plague made manifest. This ancient and festering monster wears the barbarian plate, baroque armor of his own design. He drones across the battlefield on huge groaning wings. With a bitter malice he wields silence, a fearsome power scythe and lantern, an NG pistol of mysterious Xenos origin. The toxic miasma is so thick about him, many of his enemies choke to death before they even meet him. Accompanying him are flocks of chattering demon mites and droning flies. He is the very thing of nightmares, but was not always this horrifying being. As with the other 19 Primarchs created by the Emperor, Mortarion was ripped from Terra in his incubation pod, and scattered to a faraway planet. It was his terrible misfortune to land on Barbarous, a barren, mountainous world riven by flesh-searing pollution that grew with deadly intensity the higher one climbed. Its human population was physically stunted, scattered, and technologically underdeveloped. Worse, they were prey and playthings to the monstrous Xenos overlords who held the world in dominion. These creatures were necromantic horrors, versed in the arts of undeath, and led enormous armies of stolen humans transformed into the Walking Dead and mutant flesh hulks by fell sorcery. Mortarion was adopted by the most powerful of these overlords, and fell under the tutelage of his alien father. He learned all he could of war and technology. For years he studied in a keep as high in the polluted atmosphere as his enhanced physiology would allow. For many more years he led the Overlord's armies in war against the helpless humans in the world's valleys, before he realized the terrible truth. The pathetic creatures were his own species.
Wait, what? That's the first? Oh god.
Yeah, there's like 7.
I'll be excited to hear more.
Well, that is 10k channel points in my stream, so there you go.
Oh my god.
I think it's like 2. I think I actually dropped it.
So much.
Ben? No.
Give Warmind what he wants.
Oh, you fucking prick. I literally just put the book away. I literally just put it away. How do you even have 6k channel points? You're never here.
Oh, easy.
I look like a mug, dude. I still got 12k more.
Oh god.
We may be here a while. So there's going to be no VOG. It's just going to be me reading this shit out. I can feel it. Alright. Where were we? Few now live who know of the rebellion that Mortarion later instigated against Barbarous' overlords, and the records that document it have long been suppressed or destroyed. Through early victories, Mortarion earned the trust of the people, eventually raising an army. The finest of his soldiery he called his Death Guard. He clad them in heavy armor designed to shield them from the corrosive pollutions that hung thickest around the highest mountains. One by one he slew the vile and petty despots that claimed Barbarous and oppressed his people, and his followers toppled the monster's keeps. It was during Mortarion's final battle that the Emperor, his father, finally arrived to reclaim his long-lost son. The last stronghold to fall was that of Mortarion's adopted father. The stronghold was so high that even a Primarch could not survive long in the toxic atmosphere. The Emperor himself delivered the death blow to the tyrant, ensuring victory, but taking away Mortarion's chance at revenge. It was perhaps as early as this that the seed of rebellion was planted in Mortarion's heart, and bitterness and enmity began to fester within him. Mortarion has all the demigod-like power of a Primarch imbued in him by the Emperor himself from the moment of his creation. His intellect is utterly formidable, enhanced by 10,000 years of studying Nurgle's ways and experience of constant war. He was always renowned for his incredible abilities as a general of infantry, and he retains this news to this day. He oversees vast campaigns that span systems and finds the most direct route to the most crushing victory. He cares little for the losses his sources suffer, for the strong must always prove themselves, and the galaxy is full of the afflicted, desperate, and the desperate to be raised up and out of their misery, and these make for able replacements. Though his power on occasion leads him to underestimate some foes, few can challenge Mortarion's military might or the overwhelming power of the inexorable armies at his command.